What to Play presents the top 25 PC and console games of March. The Play score is an average of gamer and critic ratings. When a game only reaches the minimum requirement of critic or gamer reviews, it receives a provisional Play score. Coming in at number 25 is the Red Strings Club. What with the rising trend in the world's love for cyberpunk, it's no surprise that Devolver Digital's stylish as usual narrative adventure is working well on the Switch too. First released on the PC, the Red String Club's unique activities of implant potter and psychological bartending continues to earn hearts on a new platform. Putting punk in cyberpunk, immerse yourself in the anti-corporation narrative and do everything you can to stop the brainwashing once and for all. It has a provisional Play score of 7.94. 24th on the list is ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove. Get back in the groove in this all-new adventure from the dynamic duo of 90s video game hip-hop. The pair welcomes us all back into a refreshed world. Earning balanced scores across all platforms, Back in the Groove is praised for the refinements made to the ahead-of-its-time original. Packed with 9 playable characters and 30 funk-filled tracks, it may be a bit outdated in terms of gameplay, but it's a hit among true fans of the cult series. It gets its highest score of 7.99 on the PC. Number 23 goes to Yoshi's Crafted World. Following up Mario's Papercraft World and his own Yamstrung adventures, Yoshi takes a dive into the world of diorama in this latest title. Crafted for the Switch, developer Goodfeel's cardboard universe is anything but flat. They actually make good use of the environment, challenging our brains to see from different perspectives. While some critics think otherwise, saying it doesn't take full advantage of the world, it still gets a more decent score of 7.99. 22nd on our list is Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody. If you're one of those old Final Fantasy fans that still remember 2007 FF Fable's Chocobo's Dungeon, well, you're in for a treat. Along with all of its original content, this Chocobo adventure also comes with added dungeons and a new buddy system. Scratching that roguelike itch with pretty much the same Lost Time dungeon, it only gets better with a new coat of paint and the lovely local co-op mode. It has a Play score of a 7.99 on the PS4 and a provisional Play score of 7.14 on the Switch. 21 goes to Dead or Alive 6. Adding in more high-flying fighters to their lineup, this 19th installment to the long-running series rounded up to 20 fierce fighters. Known for their provocativeness of their roster, this newest title aimed to give the series a little more esports viability. It adds to more strategic depth to their combat while making some changes in the new break gauge system. Stepping up from their jiggle physics reputation, it gets a Play score of a 7.02 on the PC, 8.01 on the PS4, and 7.46 on the Xbox One. We're now at number 20 with Swords and Soldiers 2 Shawarmageddon. Exploring all new era in war history, Runamo Games' indie RTS breaks out the helmets in this latest installment. Featuring Vikings, Persians, and demons? The cartoon battles are finally getting some attention on the Switch after getting a small but loyal following on the Wii U. Making just enough changes to the formula, the Shawarmageddon is loved for its friendly gameplay, challenging levels, and a fun multiplayer. A highly entertaining sequel, it gets a score of an 8.07. Number 19 is Assault Android Cactus Plus. A multiplayer gem has made it to the promising Switch shores. Years after its release, Assault Android Cactus has earned a stellar reputation for the multiplayer bullet hell action. A genre known for its obsession with precision, it simplifies it enough to make it easy for newbies to pick up. Master the trials of their projectile-laden stages and race against time along with 9 adorable androids. It has a provisional Play score of an 8.32. 18th on the spot is Blaster Master 02. Released almost exactly 2 years after their first title, Inti Creates follows up their successful remake with a worthy sequel. Jumping off a few months from Jason's victorious fight against mutants, this installment sees Eve's genetic makeup slowly corrupted by alien cells. An original sequel for their retro reboot, Inti Creates shows off their mastery with a better written story rendered in improved pixel graphics. It has a provisional Play score of an 8.37. 17th place is Ghost of a Tale. Seed CG's hybrid of role-playing and stealth creates a cute and wonderful experience akin to classic tales like Despero and the similarly punny An American Tale. Developed by a small team of talented people, Ghost of a Tale is brimming with charm and wonder of our favorite bedtime stories. Tillo's quest in the world of Mira is definitely something to look into. It has a play score of 8.27 on the PC, a provisional rating of 7.76 on the PS4, and 8.40 on the Xbox One. 16th place, I hate this game. Seriously, not our personal opinion, this puzzler from Pixel Error is pretty intriguing, if not a little angsty. A logic game set entirely in their color-coded 8-bit stages, you'll never know what kind of riddles lie in the next one. With varying gameplay in each level, the craziness and mind-boggling will only get better. Learn to keep your eyes open for that next aha moment, or risk uttering the game's title too early. It has a rating of an 8.44. At number 15 is Hypnospace Outlaw. If you thought the last game was weird, get a load of this. Like a fusion of Vaporwave and the 90s internet culture, this simulation game sees you become the sheriff of the Hypnospace, a global village that never sleeps. Check out every nook and corner of the fictional internet paradise and keep a lookout for all the suspicious that lurks within. Or you could just muck and immerse yourself in the culture. Either way, the choice is yours. It has a play score of an 8.46. Number 14 goes to Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Ubisoft's latest look at their viral shooter takes out from the limiting streets of Manhattan to a Washington, D.C. that's ripe for the taking. This time the world feels more organic with new secrets and shortcuts, and a variety of events that add to the narrative feel of the post-apocalypse. With over 40 hours of campaign and more in the post-launch DLC, it's a bigger world out there. It has a score of 8.07 on the PC, 8.55 on the PS4, and 7.69 on the Xbox One. Lucky number 13 goes to ShellShock Live. This fun multiplayer from the PC has made its way to the Xbox One and is faring pretty well so far. ShellShock Live is a modern but ultimately Spartan take on the classic Scorched Earth game. But while it's not exactly a sight for sore eyes, it does the job of letting you play around friends and strangers online. Dive into the destructible arenas and demolish everything in sight with their array of upgradable weapons and tanks. It has a provisional play score of an 8.6. 12th place is DISSIDIA Final Fantasy NT Free. Square Enix's biggest fighting game is a celebration and crossover of their most iconic Final Fantasy games from 1 to 15. Choose from a multitude of Final Fantasy characters, including Cloud Strife, Noctis, Lightning, and so much more. This is the free edition of their latest Dissidia game with colorful 3v3 battles and online modes. But with limited characters to play at, scoring an abysmal 4.07 on the PC, it gets a better rating of 8.80 on the PS4. 11th place is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. From Software's freshest IP is the Dark Souls of Bloodborne. Kidding aside, this latest game retains the signature brutal difficulty from its previous games. Play as a samurai with a prosthetic arm and make your way through the gorgeous landscapes of 16th century Sengoku Japan. Battle legendary warriors with formidable strength and skill, encounter creepy Japanese creatures, and even a huge immortal gorilla. It has a play score of 8.83 on the PS4, 8.56 on the PC, and 8.35 on the Xbox One. At number 10 is Baba Is You. This adorable pixel-perfect indie puzzle game from Hempuli Oi is not as easy as it looks. This award-winning puzzler can let players change the rules by which they play, manipulate how the level works, and get surprised by its unique interactions. Transform grass into hot obstacles and more just to fulfill your objective. With over 200 levels, experiment with the game's fancy mechanics in multiple ways. It won numerous awards because of its design, and it receives a play score of an 8.88 on the PC and an 8.40 on the Switch. 9th place is When the Darkness Come. This free-to-play horror game from Sorhayan isn't trying to break the conventional horror standards, but it does put emphasis on major mental issues that plague the modern world. Inside this digital landscape, walk around glitchy hallways and maneuver through a variety of derelict rooms. It preys on the player's psychological state, and it continues to pump anxiety in each passing second. It receives a play score of an 8.96. 8th on the spot goes to Don't Escape 4 Days in a Wasteland. Scriptholder's point-and-click pixel game is not without surprises. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, survive for 4 excruciating days filled with the horrors of its nuclear fallout. Figure out a way to fortify your home and make it out alive from this dangerous hellhole. Solve creative puzzles as you venture into this decayed world. Not to mention its engaging story and a lovable cast of characters keep the journey from getting too stale. It's a simple game injected with ambitious concepts, and it receives a play score of an 8.99 on the PC. Number 7 is Fate EXTELLA Link. Continuing the Fate series, Exceed follows up on the award-winning JRPG with a look at the aftermath of the Umbral Star. Set in the virtual world of Seraph, players will be tasked to protect it from invading armies with their fast-paced combat and high-speed action. Adding 10 new servants to their already expansive roster, there's now a total of 16 characters to play with. It has a play score of 9.02 on the PC, 8.21 on the PS4, and 7.78 on the Switch. Cry for number 6, it's Devil May Cry 5. Get ready to get motivated. Capcom's comeback this year is a welcome treat. This latest DMC entry takes us back to the shoes of Nero and Dante as they kick demon ass in stylish ways possible. This slick and stylish action hack and slash not only exceeds everyone's expectations, it gives more room to the future of the franchise after its epic conclusion, especially with its new character V. Critics and fans call this the best Devil May Cry game since DMC 3. It receives a play score of a 9.03 on the PS4, 8.89 on the PC, and 8.75 on the Xbox One. 5th on our list is TikTok: A Tale for Two. Other Tales Interactive's casual indie adventure takes you into a bizarre Scandinavian world where you solve complicated puzzles with a buddy. Play with a friend in its unique co-op mode as it pushes your cooperation and teamwork to the test. In this land of fairy tales and magic, solve numerous puzzles and escape from the clutches of an enigmatic clockmaker. Communication is key and the clock is ticking. It has a play score of a 9.10. 4th on our list is Outward. Surviving this deadly world takes more than just your wits and skills alone. 9 Dot Studios' open-world RPG blends fantasy and survival into an epic adventure where it takes you to strange new lands with a friend. Its fun co-op mechanic encourages you to bring a friend and go on a grand quest to slay monsters and survive the chaotic wildlands. It gets its highest play score of 9.13 on the PlayStation 4. 3rd on our list is Final Fantasy VII. Lucky number 7. Square's most popular Final Fantasy title is making its ways to numerous platforms, including the Xbox One and the Switch. Although Nintendo's release is still a few weeks away, Microsoft gets to experience this legendary JRPG first. Follow the tales of Cloud Strife and his friends as they put a stop to an evil corporation from tearing their world apart. Sadly, it's not the remake, but its magic still stands the test of time, especially its turn-based mechanics and adorable 3D sprites. It receives a play score of 9.29. 2nd place goes to MLB The Show 19. More than just a baseball game, America's favorite pastime steps up a notch in this latest entry to the MLB series. This 14th major entry to the franchise offers a new gold standard to the baseball genre. This includes new features such as Moments and March to October. The former lets players relive their favorite moments in MLB history, while the latter breezes players through a full season of baseball bonanza. It receives a play score of a 9.34. And the best game of March 2019 is Path of Exile. Not only does it continue to generate more players after every major expansion, but it still remains as one of the strongest online action RPG games on the market. With a massive community on the PC, it recently opened its doors to the PS4. With a massive passive skill tree, players enter into a magical world of Rayclast. Collect the rarest loot, dive into the most dangerous dungeons, and immerse yourself into a brutal yet fantastic world. Its recent expansion, Betrayal, adds more content to the already impressive game and receives a play score of a 9.91. Hey guys, so that's all we have for today, but if you love this video, don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe it to become a certified What's a Player. So that's it, I'll see you guys next time!